you going to remember all the locations of the treasures? Let us mark some of them on our map. You are rich with resources. We should use them to strengthen our essence stones, or fuse new ones. An anvil of mine underneath a temple of Thelos. What was here first?
A new temple built over the remains so that people forget what was there before?
Forget me.
praise Thelos.
Yes,
Then
I must go.
I hope the bandages help.
They do.
I defeated the Wraiths.
Then, let me show you how grateful I am. Here, may Thelos light your way.
Let us not forget the Queen, their chosen voice among us mere mortals.
here is the echo of an anvil. The essence stones could really help us out here. Keep them in mind. Another anvil is close. Do you feel it?
The fires aren't lit.
Why have they closed down Lethesta like that?
Not even the essence deliveries are let in. Strange. The blessing is close, and the fires of the estate don't seem to be lit yet.
Maybe we should have gone to the Sundial Caves too.
Certainly not. That place is even more dangerous than here.
If people went near the sundial, they could be in danger.
It seems so cruel sometimes. Being robbed of even a name. I had one once.
What is going on here?
The gate is closed until further notice. If you want to complain, take it to the sergeant at the front gate.
I even sell things. The city gates are locked. That is no good for business.
Is there another way into the city?
If there was, I'd have taken it. But at least you're here, my loyal friend.
Back in Caladrius, you told me to awaken the Watcher. Where did you say I should go to do this?
I think any desert would be a good place. It is wide open, and the Watcher always has its eye on them. Get back to me once you have been confronted by the Watcher. Or if you want to trade, of course.
What's on offer?
Have you stumbled upon some old toys? I'd know someone to sell them to and can pay you more than on other occasions for them. I would buy this myself.
At least send someone to light the fires. Please.
That's priest's business. Nothing to do with me.
Without them, the wraiths!
Like I said, not my problem.
What's going on?
As I told the others, the gates to the city are closed. Move along.
What? Why?
We suspect an imminent surge of wraiths. If you don't want to get killed, you should leave. The Enlightened at the estate were supposed to do something about it, but the fires are still not lit.
How do I get to the priest estate?
Turn around and look southeast. It's on the hill there, by the sunflower fields.
What fires?
The Enlightened have beacons. Fires that attract wraiths away from the city. But as long as that's not done, the wraiths will be attracted by the gathering of essence here. So the gates remain closed, and you should leave.
So if I solve the fire problem, the city can reopen?
Yes, but that's not my problem, is it? Move along.
I must leave.
Everyone is welcome at my shop, especially in a place where the number of
An anvil must be nearby. The gauntlet resonates with it. I wonder what the heartlands of the Kingdom of the Sun. These were once lush lands. Not anymore.
The mining of the essence has changed everything.
Philos blesses us with sunlight today. Despite everything, please don't tell others about this spot. I'd like having it to myself.
It is time to put this essence we have...
I think I learned how these essence stones are formed. The wraiths come from the sands. This is obvious. But they need to channel the power of Thelos. When a wraith is slain, it sometimes falters, and the power of Thelos condenses into an object. And this object looks like a stone full of otherworldly powers. An essence stone. It also seems to have something to do with the size of a wraith. I wonder if the essence stone a huge wraith leaves behind is different from others.
Use the essence stones. They will allow us to dominate these creatures. was a decent challenge. Now shatter them for good.
Thelos only listens when we can pray in peace.
What are you doing up here? Back down where you belong.
High Priest, is this sufficient?
Thelos.
You cast away darkness. Help us in toil.
I did not expect to find a game of Arcus here.
I would not expect an unconsecrated like you to know of Arcus.
It is a deeply sacred game. One that tests faith and belief against base thoughts of meaningless victory.
I heard the black pieces represent a rival to Thelos?
You speak true. There was a great evil and...
Blasphemy! Sister, watch your tongue.
I heard a rumor about this great evil. That it was another god, rival to Thelos.
Men once had weapons in abundance. We slaughtered our kin with the same reverence given to cattle. But mighty Thelos, they banished the foul instincts of man. They brought us peace and prosperity. So you see, it was us humans in our unsculpted state who were the great evil. And now, we are at peace. In order. And thus ends the lesson. Go in the blessing of Thelos, child. Now.
I would do as she says. May Thelos' light be upon you.
May Thelos light your way. Do you need anything?
Show me your wares.
Sacred flowers and more. If you have tributes, of course.
I'm Brother Alstand. Are you here to bathe in Thelos' glory?
No, not at all.
Thelos is watching over us.
We should punish heretics differently.
How?
We bury them in quicksand. If they pray to Thelos...
You are that unnamed with the cursed relic.
If you've heard about me, then it makes things easier. What is going on with the fires? The city is blocked and the people could be in danger.
Don't tell me what I already know, Curse-bearer. Thelos' rage is upon us. There are wraiths everywhere, and we cannot reach the Eternal Shrines. We Enlightened are not the same as you. We are too important to die.
Pathetic, incompetent cowards.
The people are in danger, while you do nothing? How do we light these fires? Tell me.
You would light the Eternal Shrines. Well, why not? After all, you can be useful.
Shorten your sermon, priest, or I might really curse you.
Find oil in the storage room upstairs and use it on the shrines. It will attract the wraiths away from the city. Now go if you must. I haven't been informed of...
Remind me how it should be done.
Did you not...
Well, we weren't looking for this, but... interesting. This is about a priest who broke the rules.
What could a priest do to fall from grace and be imprisoned?
I despise these knights. They should have remained where the Queen dropped them, on the fringes of civilization. I have consulted the scripture. Almighty Thelos declared them a neutral entity in their holy eyes. They were tolerant and benevolent. And how did the knights repay them? They rose up against the sun god, trampling on their magnanimity. The queen's purge was rightfully done. A shame then she did not finish them all. They will cause naught but chaos. Ruin. I will consult the brothers and sisters. They will cause naught but chaos. Ruin. I will consult the brothers and sisters. Perhaps there is something we can do.
This oil, it's mixed in with essence.
Will this attract the wraiths then?
Not sure where, but yes. I can see this working somehow. These fires, they are an interesting trick, burning a mixture of oil and essence.
You sound curious.
Humans are consistently surprising. over. Look at the map in case you do not remember where.
The sundial has been mentioned in many ancient texts, but its purpose is much disputed. For sure, the realm of Thelos lies beyond it. But in the old tongue, a word had many meanings. We know the sundial as an altar, but is it really that? The ancient word could also mean bridge, or gate, or something else entirely. In any case, the sundial is a place of power and worship for Thelos. Godlike powers hold the chains, and only the 1,000-year queen remembers the world without it.
I don't care what you think of Thelos or Essence or the 1,000-year Queen. I care about your satisfaction as my customer.
The gauntlet can use even more essence stones. We can awaken its potential at an anvil. The path to Thelos' realm begins on the other side of the chasm. That sundial.
Some people say it was a gift from Thelos to show people the passage of time to eternity. It has always been here.
Everyone is welcome at my shop.
make our armor stronger with essence, the anvils can help.
That did it. We should head back to the High Priest.
I'm wondering how they're planning on attracting the race where they want.
What do you mean?
Well, attracting the race is something, but you wouldn't want to attract them to yourself, right?
Priest.
I have lit the shrines. Will the city be protected now?
So you really are capable. Yes. The Eternal Shrine shall distract the wraiths for the city.
Why are there so many wraiths anyway? And so strong? Is it always like this?
No. If I may correct your ignorance, the wraiths are attracted by the gathering of essence.
It happens every year for the Essence Blessing ritual.
It is our role to light the...
Enlightened?
What do you want, insolent? Can't you see I was speaking?
But it's the city. Wraiths are at the door of Lethesta. They're calling for help.
What?
Damn it. We have to help.
Wait.
What do you want? I have to go.
Take this. These are the robes of the Holy Guards. They hold great power.
So you can be useful then.
Go, insolent.
I thought lighting those fires was supposed to do something.
The priests are fiddling with magic they don't grasp. What would you have expected?
I hope we won't be the next ones to feature.
All the people. They're dead.
This level of destruction. Be careful. Something is coming.
What is that?
I've never seen its like before.
Is that the thing that killed everyone?
We must take it down, now! That wraith was something.
It killed all these people. If it had entered the city...
They put their trust in the Enlightened, yet they are nothing but deceivers, playing with powers they do not understand. And even when you, an unnamed, risk your life to defend the people, they praise Thelos and the Queen.
I'm just glad I can protect people now.
But for how long? This has to end, one way or another.
Let's get into the city. We know what we have to do.
That wraith was something.
It killed all these people. If it had entered the city...
They put their trust in the Enlightened, yet they are nothing but deceivers, playing with powers they do not understand. And even...
We will show them that worshipping Thelos is wrong.
There is no other way.
Let's get into the city. We know what we have to do.
What? How? You saved us. What was that? Magic? Are you with the Enlightened?
Let's say I am. So, can you open the gates now?
Sure. Open the gates! Thelos praise you.
Fools, not realizing that Thelos is the reason wraiths exist.
Unnamed. We were fated to meet again. This cursed insolence. I can only see that the people of Lithesta...
That last fight took...
The people maybe do not
Do you not want to do...
I think we have...
Indeed.
Now, a reef.
Hey, gauntlet bearer, over here. I was looking for you. Arif wants you to know that he's waiting near the entrance to the palace.
Thank you. You seem to know a lot.
We see a lot in the city.
We are always willing to give you information.
Is there anyone that could use my help?
I think the fruit vendor had trouble with a thief.
What can you tell me about the center of the city?
This here is the market. You can get to the lower and upper city and to the spire. Usually there are many people here.
What's been happening around here?
Everyone's focused on the Essence Blessing for now. The whole city is tense.
I don't need anything right now.
Come closer. Take a look at what I...
Please, don't!
Then stay where you belong. My eyes hurt from just looking at you.
Help! Anyone!
What's going on here?
Oh, I'm showing this filthy unnamed his place in this world.
Leave him, or else you might get hurt.
This is outrageous. I'm leaving, and I'm filing a complaint with the Queen.
Thank you. I was on my way to work when he started shouting, calling me lazy.
We unnamed look out for each other.
We do. I'm in your debt. Please forgive that I can't show my gratitude right now.
here. The best
Bag
place
is
in
not the
Bethesda
best container
awaits you.
You have to help me. Someone stole a box full of apples. He ran away with them. 10 apples. A fortune.
I'll see if I can find him.
Thank you, Traveler. That thief also took some of my personal notes, contracts and such. He ran off into the upper city with them. If you were to make sure they do not fall into the wrong hands, I will reward you greatly.
I will see what I can do.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here. Rather, leave.
The essence trade is declining. Only 2 roads remain passable from the city. The road leading east was blocked by a landslide not long ago. A caravan was buried there, and we were not even able to recover the bodies due to a dangerous wraith prowling the area. The road has already been buried by sand, and wraiths have taken over. Things can't go on like this.
Disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence Blessing is underway.
Thelos, O everlasting blaze.
Captain Morath. What did I do, mighty Thelos? Why did you forsake me?
Leave this fool to his prayers. He is no concern of ours.
Even after everything that's happened, you still trust in your god?
Begone, filth. Leave me to my absolution.
Good luck on whatever it is you're doing.
Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence Blessing is
Thelos, O everlasting blade.
My apprentice, you are old enough to learn about the workings of the Essence Blessing. As you should know by now, we first have to gather all the essence we need. It is grueling work, but luckily we have many unnamed who are more than willing to dedicate their lives to this. The essence is thrown into the kiln. Thus the substance is cleansed by the heat of Thelos. The pure essence then is filled into barrels. Those are sent to the Queen's flying wraith. This wraith is the only creature allowed into Thelos' realm. And the god awaits. You know how important the Essence Blessing is. Find your place. Fulfill your duty. We Enlightened are the only ones whose spirits can make it work.
Disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence Blessing.
What do you want?
No one is allowed into the kiln at this time.
I'm not slacking off, I swear.
This is the Essence Ritual. I've seen these before. Copies. A merchant had them.
A curious rite.
Look there. The essence is brought to the spire, then transported to the kiln where the blessing is completed. Then it goes up to... a wraith?
Intriguing.
I'm busy. Leave me be.
The priests seem not to care that we hate them.
They simply think they are above us, unnamed.
Now I'm busy here.
Get back to work now, unnamed. No breaks now.
My goodness. Gauntlet Bearer, please, listen a moment.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
There are rumors that you are unnamed.
I'm not ashamed of my background.
Nor should you be. My name is Catherine. I help wayward unnamed on their way to freedom. But two of my new friends have disappeared. Dusty and Rag. I'm so worried. You have to help me find them.
Where might they have gone?
One of my other friends thought he saw Dusty on the old trade route. There is a forest. The two were inseparable. If Rag is there, Dusty will be close behind.
Who are these two unnamed?
Dusty and Rag. Their master beat them terribly. They escaped, came to me. I promised to find them a new home. But now they have disappeared.
I'll try my best to find your friends.
Ah, the whispers are true. You are roaming the city.
I know. I've already encountered your little circle.
Then you know we can provide you with information. Well?
Can I help out somehow?
I heard Lady Catherine is missing two of her workers, if that's what you want to call them. And apparently the priests have sent some new faces to the prison up north. That's where they lock away the most dangerous prisoners. Dangerous for them, at least.
What can you tell me about the upper city?
This is the rich part of Leicester. The streets are always clean and the houses are sturdy. It is also the only district with an entrance to the Queen's palace.
What's been happening recently?
A family of nobles was duped into buying tickets to the Essence Ritual. Someone made off with a fortune.
I don't need anything right now.
Oh, you're letting me win, aren't you?
This ruffian in the upper city?
We should ask the guards to put a fence around the lower city.
Warden? Is that you from the caravan? Oh, I'm so glad to see you alive. Are you with Tracker?
Leave. I can't be seen talking to an unnamed.
Hey, where did that come from?
The captain knows I'm a former unnamed. Even acknowledging you gets me into trouble. But on the way to the city, I said things to her. Things I regret. If I could change that. If there is anything I can do to help. But please leave. Now. There is enough trouble already around here.
You have to show authority in every bit of your appearance.
I can feel my will weakening. I feel the voice of Thelos in my head.
I can't believe
and I am afraid. I've traveled far, almost to the Heartlands. The last expedition took its toll. I feel closer to my god than ever before, but a part of me shies away. I must banish this heathen within, give myself over to Thelos' will. I am the instrument of Thelos' grace. I am their hand. I am their voice. Together, we are becoming one.
I was speaking to Han Driller the other morning, in hushed tones, of course, about our beloved queen. He agreed with me.
Ah, you got in. I was able to enter before they closed the gate. I understand you were not so lucky.
It took some effort, but I'm here. Did you do your part?
Surely you jest. Kendra has her damn bird following me around, pecking me if I slack off. I had a look around, yes, and I think I found our way in. The palace is tightly guarded, but there is something we could use to create an opening.
The Essence Blessing?
Ah, I see that you've caught on. If something were to happen during the ritual, the guards would be too busy to see us get in.
What do you have in mind?
We have to know more about how the ritual will be performed. Learn what you can at the spire. You can get in from the main plaza.
Why didn't you start from there?
My face is too known in the capital. They would not let me in. But someone like you could, after that feat you performed to save the city.
I see.
Once you're done, find a friend, Graveler, in the lower city. He might be able to help.
That bird. It must belong to Kendra. She told us she would be watching a reef.
Should we go over the plan again?
It's fine. I got it.
By order of the Queen, no one is allowed in the palace.
We would best keep a low profile.
Blessed be our Queen, ruler of the Empire and voice of Thelos.
Hello there. Can I help you?
I heard someone stole from one of the vendors recently. A box of apples and some other belongings.
No, I'm sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to.
You seem nervous.
All right, it was me. I didn't mean to cause trouble. I needed to eat. And that vendor, he's constantly throwing decent food in the gutter. I just beat him to it. Now, listen to me. I got this treasure map. I'll give it to you. Here, you can have it. But please, don't sell me out to him.
Why would I listen to a thief?
I'm a common unnamed, just like you. I'm just trying to get by.
I will think about it.
Disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence blessing is underway.
Thelos, O everlasting blaze,
Destroyer of darkness.
What do you want?
What can you tell me about the Essence blessing?
We're bringing cleansed sand to the kiln, in which it is burned so that the essence remains. The priests do the rest.
The priests.
All praise to the god of the sun.
What do you want? I'm working good, see?
Relax, I am a fellow unnamed. I just want to know how the Essence ritual works.
Okay. Phew. I thought you were with them. Not much I can tell you, I'm afraid. The Enlightened don't allow anyone but us unnamed inside the kiln. And only with sand for the ritual. Oh, and I found this weird thing earlier, and it scares me. Please take it off me.
Thank you. This is the Essence ritual. Look there. Then transported, then it...
Do you feel the warmth of Thelos' love?
For the last time, the sand is... Oh, apologies. I'll keep telling people what to do here.
I won't take much of your time. Can you tell me how the Essence ritual works?
You two, then? The one thing I'll tell you, everything is centered around the kiln here in the spire. The blessing wouldn't work without it. Now, I'm busy here, need to make sure things are done right.
So this kiln is where it all comes together. You will need to get in there.
And this friend of a reef has to tell us what to do there.
No one is allowed into the kiln at this time.
Leave any junk in the holy ritual site.
once I'd like to get kiln duty. Bloody barrels.
Philos sees you.
Care that we hate them.
They simply think they are above us unnamed.
Disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence blessing is underway.
Watch where you're going. The lower part of the city.
The gauntlet hears the echo of an anvil.
Come visit my shop.
We've heard rumors about you in the streets.
I know about your little circle.
Then let me tell you a little secret. We have our eyes and ears everywhere. One of them, they saw a woman.
When?
A few days ago. Do you need any other information?
I don't need anything right now.
What you need?
I don't need anything right now.
I won't spend my whole life here. It will get better.
Hey, you're that gauntlet bearer. Arif told me about you. I have some choice offers, but keep it to yourself.
Let's see what you have.
Take a look, but quietly.
And as long as the essence flows, Philos will watch over us and protect us from any harm.
Watch out. Only thieves and dissidents linger in this alley.
I'll be fine.
Bloody priests! Who are they to preach at me?
You. Come over here.
Brother.
Usually I'd be charging you to pass through here, but since you're the savior of the city, I will look away.
How kind of you.
Still, I might be in possession of information you might want. About something happening in the Wildlands. Going cheap. 500 tributes.
I'll be on my way.
Yeah, you're lost, buddy.
You're the gauntlet bearer Arif told me about.
Are you Graveler? Arif sends me. We want to disrupt the Essence blessing and...
Not so loud. Quietly. I know about your foolish idea to get to the Queen, but I'm not cooperating with that unless you have a plan.
The kiln in the heart of the spire is essential for the blessing. We must sabotage it.
First, you'd need to get to the kiln.
In my old clothes, I'll look like any of the unnamed workers.
And then what's the plan? What's the sabotage?
I'm not sure. I was just thinking of destroying the oven, perhaps.
Amateur. I can think of something that would be flashier. Something corrupted the essence in our mine. Nasty thing, spread like a tumor. Throw whatever it is in the kiln, and it would create a shit show.
So this something that corrupts the essence, where is it?
Unsure. But it should be deep in the southwest mine.
I'll meet with Arif and talk. Let's keep all this between us.
The Gauntlet Bearer returns.
You're from Castrum 7. You seem distressed.
I am worried about Witty. He was with Stade and Rek, but they are missing.
Where did they go?
Greatheart sent a message that they went to the caves by the sundial. I heard there were wraiths there. Perhaps you can look out for them. I have to do something for Graveler now.
Herder! Herder, it's me!
You? Oh, yes, from the caravan. From my old life. Go away, I don't need sinners like you around.
I see your faith has taken a new turn.
I have found purpose, and I pray to Thelos it may happen to you as well.
As long as the essence flows, Thelos will watch over us and protect us from any harm. If your duties have a crushing weight, remember that Thelos has the weight of the world on their shoulders. Put Thelos above your own needs. Otherwise, the sand will take...
Every year is the same. As if life wasn't already full of labours. Bloody essence blessing. Take the essence to the kiln, over and over, for days until the priests tell you to stop. Where does it go after? No idea. Last year we lost 12 good people. My back was creaking something rotten. Maybe that I'm one of the lost this year. Thank the sun god for his small mercies.
Even here, under the eyes of Thelos, my anvil lives. Their servants couldn't find it.
Without light, even Thelos seems to be blind.
Even the sun god's temple casts shadows. We can use this place for our purposes.
Watch where you're going. The lower part of the city doesn't have...
Greetings.
Only the finest. Best
I haven't heard from the mining village in weeks.
The merchants talk about it.
Did you find the thief already?
He is still in the upper city, near that balcony overlooking the plaza.
That cursed thief. Why didn't you bring him here?
He said you were regularly throwing food away. If you have this kind of luxury, why don't you give out food?
Give out? Ridiculous. How fair would that be for the paying customers?
Better than throwing things out, and you'd be helping people.
I guess that's true. Anyway, the guards will hunt him down, and then I will squeeze every single tribute out of him. And you? If you bring me back enough apples, I can reopen shop. And as a bonus, I might have a little reward for you. How's that?
Yes, here are some of your apples.
Oh, they still look edible. You saved my business, traveler.
Get your spices here! The best prices in the...
I wonder if we'll ever manage to open one of those.
I was speaking to Hand Driller the other morning, in hushed tones, of course, about our beloved queen. He agreed with me that she was far more... He agreed with me that she was far more active in the old days, leading the troops into battle, that sort of thing. But neither of us have ever seen her. Not once, and we've looked. She rarely even leaves the palace. Handrilla swears he saw her at a window once, but the poor fool was probably gurning at a handmaid. Is she getting old, I wonder? Did Thelos take back their gift? Time will tell.
thing in the ground. It could help us get to the watchtower.
It doesn't seem like I can unearth it.
Yeah. There's a missing piece we would need to do it.
Greetings. I wish I could offer you something to drink, but, well, we don't have much.
It's all right. I'm looking for someone. Your former forewoman.
She's just up the stairs back there. You can't miss her.
It is time to put this essence we have been accumulating to use.
Hey, Gauntlet Power!
Splinter, what are you doing out here?
Creating! What do you think I'm doing? I got this idea, you see. Heard about something that corrupts essence in this mine. Pity that blasted watchtower's protecting the place. But you can do something about it, right? Knowing you, you're probably here to destroy it. Here, this is what I wanted to give you. It's an essence stone, homemade. Found the recipe in the Bastengar library. It's safe, promise. I'm not entirely sure what it does. The book said something about damage transfer and bouncing. Sounds useful. It's safer with you than with me anyways.
Thank you. You're probably right.
We need new tools.
What brings you to a desolate place like this?
Graveler sent me. He said I could find something here that corrupts the essence.
In the mine, yes. But the watchtower above us means getting down there is impossible. There's another group headed there now, led by a woman who just arrived. This tracker is very determined.
Tracker?
She arrived a few days ago. Could barely walk, but she was determined we'd do something. They left a few hours back. Then there was an explosion. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure the old path up is still intact. You'll have to see for yourself.
Is there another way up?
There's a camp of hunters by the road to Lithester. One of them, an odd one, knows this area. Maybe he can help you.
There was a wooden path leading up there.
Not anymore. We need to find our own path to the watchtower. That thing in the ground. It could help us get to the watchtower. We may be able to reach Tracker and the hunters the miner mentioned.
It doesn't seem like I can unearth it.
Yet. There's a missing piece we would need to do it.
Blast! I look away for a single moment and the damn pig burns. Oh well, it's still food. Sort of.
Good luck.
Please, tell me you found my belongings.
Where did you leave your belongings?
Everything happens.
If I find your belongings, I will return them to you. I'm looking for a hunter, an odd one. I've been told he would know specifics on this area.
Plenty of odd people around here. But there is one I can think of. Might be your guy. He lives southeast from here. Let me mark it for you. But yes, he is odd. I would describe him as such.
anvil is close. Do you feel it?
Greetings. I was told that you might be able to help me. I need to reach the watchtower up on the cliff, but the path has been destroyed by an explosion.
I was waiting for you. I have a piece of that gauntlet.
Wait, what? How do you... Who are you?
I'm a friend who wants Thelos gone and my master safe.
What master? I will need more than that.
I don't sense anything amiss. The piece is genuine.
Don't worry. You'll meet my master soon enough.
This is it. This piece is the final part of the unearth power. With it, you will be able to unearth and reveal structures of the ancient past. And with them, we can surely reach the watchtower. We just need more shards to make it work.
This must be the camp. Now to find that lost hunter.
Perhaps in the crates. An anvil. We can rest and grow stronger there. I can feel a shard nearby. Keep your eyes peeled. can feel a shard nearby. Keep your eyes peeled. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. feel that. We are close to a shard. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. can feel a shard nearby. Keep your eyes peeled.
Strand of hair.
you feel that? We are close to a shard. filled with momentum. We can use its power to shatter our foes. Feel that? We are close to a shard. chap. Now shatter them for good. We have all the shards we need to attach that piece we found.